what's on my mind is whatever happened to safe, legal, and rare for abortion. Um, we are now full throttle, let's kill our kids, like let's have the ability to kill our kids throughout all 9 months. Like, what's going on in America? Like it's so sad. I mean, not all women, even if like so many women are going out to vote, that doesn't necessarily mean that we all want abortion and we're all casting our vote for Kamala Harris because we want abortion. Like that's not the case. I have very many friends around here, and they're all voting for Trump. So
Okay. Well, we're glad you're here in America with us. Thank you for coming and
I'm
being
glad
so
to be here. It's
being so
an
patient.
amazing country. It really
Yeah.
is.
Dan, respond to it if you would. You can pass if you want, but respond to what you said about abortion, and then we'd love to hear what's on your mind.
Oh, we completely disagree. I don't want to get too far into it. I think it's a woman's choice. I have an 8-year-old daughter, and the laws, going the way they are. I worry for her. If anything were to happen to her. So I think it's between a woman, her doctor, her family, and that's it. And like Tim Wall says, mind your own business.
But would you answer Novella's question? Because I think it was a Democrat, Bill Clinton, that coined the phrase. What happened to safe, rare, and legal? What you mentioned your daughter. I mean, there's a shift now. It's openly like at any time, any place. I think she articulated extremely well.
I don't think that's the reality of it. I mean, the numbers don't say that. No one's having end of term abortions. It's just the numbers are not there.
But why not? Then why not just say, hey, we want to protect the right, but we want it to still be safe, rare, and legal. It's now changed to, I want it full on anytime.
Well, I'm going to join my fellow Dan here. That is not, I mean, I maybe 5 or 10% of Democrats feel that way, but
hold on. When asked the question, when rarely they're asked, why not just say fine? Then no third trimester. I mean, there's no Democrats won't even commit to a timetable.
Yeah, because I think the big issue is not somebody had fun on a Friday night and 8.5 months into it, they're like, yeah, you know what? Let's end this and let's go to Chick-fil-A for lunch. It is often a health decision. Some new variable has entered the equation. The mother's health, the baby's health, life. That forces what is, I think, 90% of Americans would say is a brutally painful decision that, as my fellow Dan said, is private. It's between the doctor and the woman. And I think I hear you, Sean. Historically, winning terrain for Republicans is the end of the trimester, and people who have historically used abortion as essentially birth control. And I think, to Bill Clinton's point, that is where most people are. It should be rare, but it should be legal. And legal now is not the case for about half the country. And that is where I think it's just, let's go there. And then, to your point, Sean, the next conversation I think will be, what limits should there be? And I think most people are open to that conversation.
Well, again, I respect your opinion. I don't think Democrats can answer that question, though. That we used to have that discussion. We used to have a bipartisan discussion about partial birth abortion, about certain things, and now it's we want it all. We'll decide, and I think we've lost.
Well, let me ask you this, Sean: Would Republicans be willing to say it should be legal? And now let's talk about under what circumstances.
I think you'd find a lot more common ground. I agree with. I think I'm a pro-life guy, but I think you'd find more of a willingness to have a discussion.
Fill the show. Hold on.
Next Thursday's episode, abortion.
Dan, quick closing comment. Please be quick because we want to get Jessica and Michael in.
No, it made me think, if when this comes up, conversation comes up with my wife, she's like, well, why can't men take a pill? Or why can't men,